joining us in this Global from Asia Nexus chapter learning session. And with us today is, of course, the chapter leader of Global from Asia Nexus chapter. We have Nap Beltran. Happy birthday, Nap.
Thank you.
And Nap has written books in the past, but was using his pen name. So finally, he decided to publish a book using his first name, his real name, no? And this is all about the Google Trends print on demand method. So let's start the ball rolling for this learning session. Nap, I'm turning over the floor to you.
Okay, thank you, Janet. I hope you're hearing me well. So, hello everyone, and again, I'm Nap. I started with Janet the this is a global from Asia chapter here in the Philippines. I'm just excited to share with you my first book under my real name. It's all about print on demand, but specifically, we're gonna talk about how I managed to identify niches in the print on demand using a free tool that probably most of you are familiar with. It's Google Trends. So everything about the book, details about using free tools, starting from research to design and all the way to the listing of your designs on Amazon. And also specifically, this book is all about making your first $200 using free tools. It's a way of me showing that you can start with free tools, and it shouldn't stop you from learning about print on demand, especially if you're not that familiar or you don't want to pay for additional subscription fees. So let's start with the next slide. So just a little bit about me. I've been doing print on demand for the last 2 or 3 years already. So just a little bit, a brief introduction about print on demand. It's basically the model works this way. So the reason it's called print on demand is because the customer only gets the product once he buys it online. So on your side as the supplier or the designer, you don't have any inventory. So specifically for Amazon, what you only do is to provide the design. You have a complete listing and just wait for a buyer to see your product and order it from Amazon. So one of the reasons that I love about print on demand is the very little cost that involves, especially if you're just starting your journey as an entrepreneur online. So again, these are the benefits. So low upfront costs, so you don't need inventory. Unlike if you're gonna create your own, let's say a fashion line or get involved in an e-commerce business. So again, the customization options would depend on what the preferences of the customers. We would be discussing it a little bit later. And again, there's a little risk involved because again, you don't pay Amazon any fees when you publish your designs, and also you don't need to run the store itself because everything is done by Amazon, including the back end. And we will discuss later like why this model works very well if you're just new with e-commerce, and also if you're new in looking for a way to find or to make money online. And again, it's easy to scale your business. Like as you learn, you also grow your business online. So again, like maybe you've heard about print on demand or you've seen it on YouTube. Some would say it's like very saturated, but I found out that it's really a growing business because people just not just in the US are really into buying like shirts or anything print on demand. They want to wear something that can be customized to what they like. And also it's just every year like people would have something to celebrate. So even if we just concentrate with just the shirt niche, it is a growing business, except you just really have to learn from the start what would work. And and that's one of the things I would like to help you with is to skip the learning process and get into stop the guessing game and start selling. So again, so the pillars that I've discovered that work for myself, that's included in the book, is, just to make it simple, it's a three-step process. So it involves research, design, and listing. And this is where the book came about. So again, like in the beginning, there's a lot of like guessing what to sell or what to design, especially on my part because I'm not a graphic designer. What worked for me is because the AI tools that are available right now have become very good at producing designs. But again, everything has to start first with the process, and that's what the book is all about. In the beginning, I tried to subscribe to tools that I have to pay for monthly just to see like what niches I should get into to make a sale. Then I chanced upon the Google Trends POD process, as I call it. So like for years I've been receiving emails from Google Trends, and what basically is Google Trends is all about is it shows you what is trending not only for print on demand but for everything that people are looking or searching online or discussing like almost in real time. So like Google collects its data, and they, if you subscribe to Google Trends and it's for free, then you get like sometimes a daily update on what people are looking for or searching on Google. So one of the things that like the story goes this way. So one day I was just looking at my emails the way I start my day, and when I read one of the emails of Google Trends, not this one, this is just a sample. It talked about like a writing that people were searching for the term writing, and then I was just googling the phrase writing and just looking at Amazon on its website, and I chanced upon like a niche, like how doctors write their prescription on a paper, and then you can hardly read what the writing is all about. So I got myself thinking, if there are already shirts available on Amazon with regards to this, you can call it a meme or a niche when it comes to writing, and surprisingly there was. So from there, since Google has validated that people are already searching writing as a term, not specifically for print on demand, I just extended all the way to Amazon and validated it that there are already designs on Amazon that is all about like a doctor's writing. So once the research is validated, I just went into my design phase. And in the design phase, as I mentioned, I'm not a graphic designer, and AI tools has become my partner when it comes to design. And if you're not familiar, there are a lot of free tools, or you don't have to subscribe to any of these AI tools right now. If you're just trying to explore what print on demand could bring, what print on demand business is all about. Like if I think most of you are familiar with ChatGPT right now, you can, even on a free account, you can already generate images. And there are other tools like Microsoft has its own Copilot, Google has Gemini, and most of the AI tools would give you like a free, like the only reason that you would probably upgrade your account is when you realize it's a little bit slow. But again, if you're just starting, there's really no reason for you to pay a monthly subscription just to get used to like prompts and understanding how your words would translate to an actual print on demand design, like for t-shirts or anything, because print on demand is actually a big niche. It's not just about t-shirt, but everything that you can print on a surface is actually print on demand. So like stickers or mags, those fall under a print on demand. So again, the design would be based on what your research has validated. So once you have the research validated, like in the sample that I told you about the doctor's writing, then you can now start your design. And it's as simple as maybe just telling the AI tool, like, give me a design for a funny doctor shirt with like a funny writing or a scribble prescription design. So everything when it comes to the design process, of course you would the sometimes the first iteration of your prompt would give you a really good design. But what's good about AI is you could keep on iterating the design until you're happy with how it looks, because I mean, like, the design would be visually available to you, so you would know at least what would be good when it's printed on a shirt or on a mag or on a sticker. So on the right side of the screen, if you can see it, I call it the AI plus AI advantage. There's a part of it, the research, which I call the audience intelligence, because once you validated the research, then you can move to the next step, which is AI, but I call it like accessible illustration, because you'll be surprised, like, if you're on Amazon on or on any other marketplaces, even a simple text design would sell. It doesn't have to be an intricate, visually complicated graphic design for you to make a sale on any of these marketplaces. You'll be surprised that even now you would find on Amazon or an Etsy simple, maybe a happy birthday or happy Father's Day, and it's just like a text-based design. So again, it only shows that it shouldn't stop you if one of your reasons is that you're not a graphic designer, because I've proven it, because I'm not. So with AI tool, you can take away that AI, the research part before you start your design. You can also validate an idea. So the first two steps only involve a free tool, which is Google Trends, and also the free AI tools that you can use just to try designing or creating designs, even if it's not for a shirt, even if it's just for a graphic, for, let's say, an invitation or for anything. I mean, like, probably most of you are already using ChatGPT, and you just have to extend what you're doing right now with these AI tools into something concrete like a print on demand business. Okay, on the next, sorry. So again, just to show you, after you've done your research and after you've done your design, you just have to publish it. The market that most of my designs are for sale can be found on Amazon.com. Just to show you, the shirt on the left, it's all done by AI, and the what's this, the niche that I got, the design is all about the border collie shirt. And what's good about print on demand is once it's published, it's almost like if it's there already, there's always a chance for you to make money once it's live on any of the marketplaces. If, like, this one is published on Amazon, like, I had this shirt from 2023, but up until like yesterday or the 3rd of July, it still sells, because that's the beauty of print on demand. It just give you, like, it's almost like whenever somebody is probably thinking of a dog shirt, you have the opportunity to sell to that customer. So again, one of the things that very clear on the book you is to take away the guessing part. So I coined this phrase about stop guessing and start selling, because when I started, it was really hard for me, because most of the processes that I was doing are just almost like guesswork. And now that I've done the process, or I have a framework that really works, it's very easy for me to conceptualize, to start my research, to do the design, and also go into the listing, because the listing part is what would sell or what would help you sell on marketplaces. So sorry. So again, if you go back to what the book is all about, like it's already available on Amazon. It's really a complete beginner's guide to making your first $200 on Amazon merch. Of course, I cannot guarantee your results, but everything is detailed on the inside the book, and it's the focus of the book is really to get you started without having to invest money because you're using a free tool, and also just to get yourself like your feet wet with AI, as like AI tools are really getting better each day, and the more you use it, the more you become familiar, and the more it will become easy for you to start designing. And I could go through with the process again of like starting from Google Trends, from designing, and also what a listing would entail. Like, because it would also not only the design would make you a sale, but also the way you do your product listing. Because if you have to think that although people go to Amazon specifically to buy anything, any product, it starts with something. Like if it's a shirt, they could be looking for a dog shirt or a Father's Day shirt. So your product should be visible once a customer looks for a particular phrase, like a dog shirt, a dog sticker, a dog mug, or Happy Mother's Day, or Happy Birthday, or Happy Father's Day product. So again, if I could go back to the times that I've really spent a lot of hours doing it, I should have started with trying to create a framework that works. And and again, Google Trends now allow me to, I mean, like without any subscription, to not only conceptualize but to find niches that not a lot of sellers know about if they're not looking at Google Trends. So again, like a Google Trend, you can just go to the website. It's trends.google.com, and you can start with a simple phrase as a t-shirt. It would show you like what kind of t-shirts people are looking for, especially in the US. In the US there are like 4 seasons. So it keeps on changing. Now it's summer. So what exactly are people are looking for right now if they go on Google Trends, or just on Google basically, and look for shirts like this month, like yesterday it was the 4th of July. So like if you're a seller, you would have a lot of like your 4th of July shirts already published even before July. And that's where the beauty of Google Trends is all about, because it could also show you like the historical data, like from the last 5 years. And especially if you're looking for niches, or was this print on demand niches that you want to get into, you can check like on what months people are beginning to search for it. Like people, of course, like if it's July 4th, people would have bought shirts as early as like probably last June, or even like at the start of the summer, which was like sometime in May. So what Google Trends gives you are validated data, because it's what Google is really good about. It's providing us the data not only for print on demand, but for everything that you do online. So again, if there are like questions about Google Trends, about design, or even print on demand as a whole, I'm here to chat with you. Or if you have questions about the whole process, or even how to get the book, or if you have questions specific on like Google Trends, or how it could help you in your e-commerce, or any ideas that are quite related with AI or how to use the generative tools. I'm really open for your questions. Janet, I think that's
Thank you, Nap.
me.
I'll ask Mas first to present her online store. Can you stop sharing?
Okay. Okay.
So actually, one of our members in GFA Nexus chapter, Mas, kindly share your screen, was able to create an online store for print on demand, and I asked her if it's okay with her to share her screen so that she can also give a walkthrough of her store, of her print on demand store. Mas, are you ready?
Mm. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen now. Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Okay, good morning to everyone. So I have this store on Redbubble. It's called As Child. This store is a direct result of this project, Global from Asia. So I just started this a few months back. So the first few designs I had, I made it on my own, yung mga cat designs. Wait. First
As you
day,
can.
yes.
Maybe, Mas, you
So
can also share your lessons learned as you build through your store.
yes. So as Nap mentioned earlier, you have to be aware of current trends. So I research yung what are monthly trends. Sometimes I also look at Google Trends. Siguro nyo na you also look at what's trending all the time. Kasi what for my store, what's selling is yung mga memes. And they also have this sa Redbubble, yung mga, it will also show yung mga nag-like sa mga designs. Wait, it's not showing here. Activity fee. Wait. So here on Redbubble, you can also see other creators that are liking your designs. As you upload your designs, they will see the other creators will or other siguro other members of Redbubble, buyers then would see your design and they would like or favorite your work. Ayan, mga ganyan. So here in Redbubble, you'll also have to spend time, look at others' works and see also what they like and what's selling with others. So you will also see yung mga other works that they would favorite. Yan. Tapos you could also see yung mga other designs that they have. And I have a few lang na sales pa up so far. And
And I think, Mas, because you are not really promoting it, right?
no, not really. Sometimes I would post sa Twitter. Talaga.
I think, Mas, you can already apply for the Amazon merch program and then link to your Redbubble store. Baka
I
you might
did. I did
ah,
decline.
decline pa rin. Pero at
Yeah,
that time, how
second time na.
many second time na? Okay,
Ah, ah.
okay.
So
Ah,
I'll have to find other
other
platforms
ways pa.
siguro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or although of course, no, you can also collaborate with NAP so that your shirts will also be available via Amazon through his merch
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
account.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Maybe NAP, that's something that you and Mas can already
Mhm.
work on already.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay,
pero
sige.
soon. Yes.
Anything else you want to add, Mas, before we open the floor for Q&A? All right, thank you
you.
very much. Sige, sige. So at this point, what I would like to do is just make a call to action. For those of you who would like to learn more from NAP, we encourage you to join the GFA Nexus chapter as a member. Our typical GFA VIP membership fee is at $497. But if you are a GFA Nexus chapter member, you only need to pay $200 per year. And that will allow you to have one-on-one sessions with NAP in building your print-on-demand store. And at the same time, NAP actually has a weekly catch-up session at 10 a.m. with members, no? Where they try to look at the works done by various members. So I would also like to open the floor now to questions from any of our participants. Please go ahead. May questions kayo regarding the presentation of NAP or what Mas has shared in her Redbubble experience? Thank you very much for joining, Jeneline, Jennifer, Joanne Sherby, Liza, and Ryan. Do you have a question at this time? Jenalyn, Jennifer, Joanne Sherby, Liza, and Ryan. So if you have questions, you can actually unmute yourself and ask your questions. Or baka ikaw, or maybe Nap, ikaw may tanong.
Like, as when she was showing your store, the process, because it's a little bit different on Redbubble. Although I think it's also the second biggest marketplace when it comes to print on demand. Eh. Parang what do you think allowed your parang make of your first sale?
I think timing din because my first sale was a Mother's Day, I think sticker to the US. So yun, timing din. What's current on special celebrations, mga ganun.
So para it really is keeping up with the times, no?
Yeah, oo.
Oo. So para
Na yun, about cats, yung
memes,
gano'n.
usually like memes or yun, you have conversations you find on Twitter,
Mm-mm.
siguro.
And then, yung last month, for Pride Month naman, iPhone case naman. For
That's
Pride
nice.
Month. Oo.
Oh, because like print on demand, it's a lot of products naman. It's not only
Marami siyang
shirts.
products.
Oo. So, yun. It's really about trend and that's where like Google Trends is good. Kasi nga, they have, diba, people go to Google to search. So yung
Oo.
data nila is validated.
Yes.
And you just really have to be constantly updated with what is happening. And siguro it's also one of the ways you would parang once you're very conscious is to do it while you consume anything on social media because that's where you find trends din eh.
Oo.
Oo. Sige, congrats sa sales. Thank
Okay,
you.
you have a question here, Nap. Would you mind sharing a sample of your income in print on demand? I think one of your slides is showing that already. Maybe you can
I can share it again.
or you can share that slide again, that specific design and how much earning it has made.
So, here na lang. It's here. It's almost there. So, if you can see it, eto siya. Can you see it, Janet?
Maybe you have to read it out loud.
It's if you can see on the left, it's a dog shirt for a border collie shirt. The design itself is made by AI. I think I even use the one from Twitter, the Grok AI tool, and it's free actually. And but this was sometime in 20 December of 2023. So like the design itself, it's and there's just a phrase on top of it. If you notice, it's not even I mean like I'm not really happy when I see it, but you can't complain because it sold I think almost like 255 shirts with 13 returns because Amazon allows returns. So it already made me about 573 shirts and it just sold the other day. So I think one of the reasons actually it's I did a reverse engineering about this shirt because I was like popular dog breeds in the UK. So again, it Google Trends would validate that idea because then you can create designs specifically for like country specific like what because I don't think border collies are that popular in the US. I think golden retrievers or French bulldogs are. So once you have the data, you can just extend it or scale it into other dog breeds and that's what I've been doing. So again like this is just one design. So like if you saw what Mas is doing on her store, like she keeps on updating, adding new designs, and really it's if of course there's a little bit of luck, but we try to stay away from luck. That's why we want to stop the guessing part and start selling. So even just to prove the sample is even with just design, you have the opportunity to make at least from my experience, like $500 from one design. So just imagine if you have like 10 designs that are doing really well, then it's really like if you have a job, it's really like a good hustle or a side hustle or something to do creative online and at the same time earn money. And that's what the whole book is all about. It's a three-step process that maybe you don't want to really go into it full time, but you have just a day to really try print on demand. And this book will show you how the simple process without any paid tools. And you who knows, like with just one design, you can make a few $100s each month. And that's really what my thought process is all about. Is if you find something like for an hour or two a day to do and you have like $200 at the end of the month, it adds up. And then if you get too very good at AI and you can extend it into other things later. But I think, I mean, for me, print on demand is parang the basic, or it's really like if you're too afraid to start using AI, it's your first step towards understanding how these tools really work and how can they help you in starting an online business, Janet.
Okay. There's also a question here from Liza. Liza, would you like to turn on your microphone and elaborate further on your question? Liza?
Morning.
Morning,
Good
Liza.
morning.
I'm just curious kasi I appreciate na yung PC selling. Pero I'm curious, wala ka pang separate yung promotion like nag-IG ka na you have a store, yung promoting, wala yun.
Actually, like, I mean, like, you should, I think, like, moving forward to really start promoting your products online because you'll be surprised. Like, people do find if you're selling anything online, people do find it on social media. And I think for print on demand, what would really work is to put them on Instagram and also on Pinterest. Siguro, moving forward, I should start doing that.
But the reason I'm asking is na-appreciate ko kasi hindi ka pa nagpo-promote, you're
Mm-mm.
to be selling, 'di ba? What more if you're promoting?
Oo.
So it's a good ba? Parang
Oo.
yeah, that's
True.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Liza.
you. Do we have other questions from the participants? May tanong. Thank you again for joining. I wonder if you have questions. Disa, Jenelyn. So do we have any more questions from maybe I can also ask Liza and Jennifer, ano status na ng mga projects? I'm curious ako, what's your stumbling block apart from time? Liza, would you like to share? I mean, of course, just to be realistic also with others.
Good morning. I actually consulted NAP the other day. Ang time sabay, but yeah, my stumbling block right now is time, but I'm planning to work on it na kaagad. The NAP's advice is valuable. Sinabi niya kasi there's one part of you na you'd like to do a passion project, but you also have to balance it. Tingnan so what's actually selling. So you consult Google Trends talaga para. So yun, yun Ma'am Janet.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Jennifer? What's your challenge or stumbling block for on your print on demand journey?
I promise myself na gagawin.
Okay, actually both Liza, Jennifer, and Mas are GFA Nexus chapter members, no? So if you would like to become one and have a one-on-one session with NAP for your print on demand journey, or you want to join the weekly catch-up sessions on Saturday, you're invited to join the GFA program. So if you're interested, you can message NAP or me if you want to be part of the chapter. And then I wonder if Jeneline or Sherby or Ryan has questions. Unfortunately, Lourdes just joined, no? So I don't think she got the chance to watch the presentation in full. But do you have questions, Ryan or Jeneline or Sherby? If there are no more questions, kindly press the raise hand button if there are no more questions.
Ma'am Janet, I have a question.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Itong recordings ng mga workshop like this one and last week ba yon? Yung may hindi. Do you have
I think Sally, di ba, you usually email blast the announcement once it is posted online. Is that correct, Sally?
Yes, Miss J. Let me just check the It's actually posted on the Global from Asia website. And the last, I think the Chronos launch recording was there already.
So
Alright.
maybe to include it in the email blast.
Yes, of course. I'll definitely.
Also, remember when had a free webinar also on digital publishing.
That's
He
correct.
also had other free webinars. Maybe we can do an email blast about it so that participants can review some of our done free webinar sessions.
Sure. I'll include
Oh,
those.
okay. Thank you. So thank you, Ryan. How about you, Jeneline? Do you have a question? So I guess if there are no more questions, I would like to thank everyone for joining this webinar session. And if you, by the way, Nap and I are conceptualizing the creation of a creators plus AI summit that will allow creators to showcase what they have done, products and services that they are able to sell online with the help or assistance of AI. So kindly expect us to send more details about it this coming week. Right, Nap?
Yes. Mm-mm.
Would you like to elaborate on the idea?
Yes. Like, kasi the jewelry that I have in print on demand, and the more time that I use I talked about it with Janet. It's almost like extending like your creativity using AI tools. So that's what the event is gonna be all about. It's like almost harnessing your creative side using AI tools that's already available. So we're focusing on like what you can create and what you can use as an AI tool. So from idea to an actual product. Ayun, Chen.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so if there are no more questions, thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you everyone. Bye now. Thank you.
Hey,
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Nat.
And okay,
Thank you,
and
Amen.
everyone, thank
Thank
you
you.
to Lisa, Jeneline, Ryan, Sherby, Liza, Lourdes, Mas, and Ryan. Thank you so much for attending. Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.